Sit rep, it's snowing! Holy moly! 2 delicious double whoppers. Yum. That snow there, it's almost 2 feet deep now. I just heard the horrible sound outside. It's gone. The awning's gone. Oh, just give me a minute. Welcome back, everybody, to another camping with Tony. Maybe camping. It's a solo one this time. No Bernie, the border collie. We're going up to the top of the mountain, up to Mars. The conditions down here are lovely. 16 degrees, not bad at all. Up the top, don't know what we're going to be getting, but apparently we've got snow incoming and quite a major storm in that respect. The plan is to camp just under the awning only, no tent. You'll see what I've got in the back that should help with that. So we've got to fuel up, get up there. Looks really bad up there. Oh no, I'm gonna be setting up in this conditions that are just terrible. All right, let's get up there. Quit the road, track, need to put 4-wheel drive on, and let's go. It's quite a slog up here. All right, this is where the serious climb begins, and the track gets quite bad, very bad, so I'm gonna walk outside, check it out. Temperature's really dropped. I'll put a sweater on. Merino wool, water resistant liner and windproof, very warm. Make sure tires are okay and everything else. So you can see I've got fairly low pressure. It's nothing. That's 30 psi. It's not too bad. Check everything's closed. Tires are all good. Nothing falling off. All right. Looks good. Okay, let's get up there. And it looks pretty grim. Look at it up there. Not nice. Completely clagged in. We're going straight up there. And we're currently at 545 meters. All right, let's get up there. Oh. Okay. Here we go. I guarantee you the conditions up there are gonna be worse. 1,100 meters. Oh, it's pretty grim out there. It's a real pea super. 1,300 meters. And it's starting to turn to snow. Oh, there's a truck. It's an outward bound truck. Oh, let me speak to these guys and bring you back. Wow, okay. That was outward bound. What they were doing up here, I don't know. Just one driver in the van. He's in his 4-wheel drive van. I wonder if they've dropped a bunch of students off up here and they're camping up here. I don't know. That's the first time I've ever seen that. They might be recceing just to see if it's a potential camp spot for future. I don't know. And there it is. That's where I got stuck, just on the left there. I sunk into the ground. Thanks for that. You right?
I watch your YouTube.
That's right. Doing it tonight.
All good.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Have a good
one.
See ya. Oh, that's nice. Hey, watch my YouTube channel. The kid's in the back there. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to go and park up and get ready for camp. So we'll go and park up where we have before. Now I need to be, the wind is going to come in southerly, strong southerly. So I need to park, because of where my awning is, I need to be facing west. Right, I found my spot. South is, where is south? South is that way. So I'm going to face into it because you'll see when I set the awning up. So I'm going to get out, get the big camera going, and we've got to get this awning out before the storm kicks in. So let's do that. All right, welcome back everybody. It's really coming down now. So it's freezing cold. Got to get my gloves on. And we'll set up a temperature gauge. Thermometer. And let's see what the temperature is. Don't know where to hook this onto. Oh man, it's cold. Can't feel my fingers already. So I've got some merino fingerless gloves here that should help a lot. And the storm hasn't really kicked in yet. So what's going on is the weather is going to be coming from where the camera is. So I need the awning out, and I know it seems a bit weird to do it that way. You'd say, well, why don't you use the truck as the windbreak? Well, it doesn't work like that. If I turn the truck around, because the awning's on the left-hand side, if I turn the truck around, all that breeze, that wind, that howling wind will get concentrated underneath the truck and would blow the awning walls out. It would be that bad. Better to have it blowing on the awning and you're protected. Okay, I need to get everything out and ready for the awning. So I'm gonna have to peg this thing down quickly. All right, we've got to open it up and we've got to connect it. And then we've got the poles down. Oh. Right, now we've got to peg it all down. Before we do that, we've got to put the walls up. So the only problem I've got is I don't know which wall goes where. So this looks like the smallest one. So I can only assume this is for the back. Must be for here. Okay, that must be it. So I need to peg these down. Oh, I've got it upside down. Right, I won't bother pegging it down yet until I've got the other walls on. Okay, I see. Okay, I'm pretty certain I've screwed up. I'm pretty certain that's meant to be the front wall, but they're not marked. There's no way to tell. So what I'm going to do is set this up and I'll bring you back, because filming in this is a nightmare. Holy moly. I've got one side up. Ah. Right, another side. wind makes it so difficult. Oh. Oh man, this is brutal. It's so cold. I cannot feel anything now. Excuse the arse shot. Ah, come on. Oh, there's rocks everywhere. Okay. Yeah. It ain't pretty, but it's working. Let's do the rest of it. At this point, most of you are probably thinking, why don't I just camp in the truck? And why am I even up here? I have no idea. Oh. Great success. Let me take you inside and show you. Oh man. Well, look at this. No wind in here at all. Just at the bottom there, but it's nothing. It seems quite secure. This Velcro is strong stuff. Whether it can take 80 km/h gust, I don't know. Oh, I'm starting to feel my fingers again. So I'm a bit exposed here, but that's not a problem. Okay, good. Just pulling the cover down. Give me a bit more cover up here. This is 7 feet up in the air, by the way. It's not that I'm short. Oh, gosh. That was hard work. That was really hard work, but now I'm happy. That was only a few minutes, really. And first time I've done it. Right, I've got to go back outside. I've got to peg down absolutely everything and probably put the guys out just to secure the, I mean, the awning's not going to go anywhere, but it's just for a little bit of extra security. Which means going back out there and losing feeling in my fingers again. What is the temperature? Oh, the thermometer's frozen. Oh, it's -3. Okay, -3. Not so bad. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to finish up. Actually, let's go and just peg the rest of this down. I know some of you like to see me suffer, so let's do that. Oh my God, this is so bad. I've got this one wrong somehow. So I need to hook these up, these guys, to the middle, because when I light the fire, that's going to turn to water, and I don't want it all pooling on top. Oh man. Come on. Okay. Great success. Alright, I think we're good. This is crazy. Alright, let's go in. Woo! Okay. Let's bring you in from out there. What a nightmare. Hang on. Oh. Okay, sit rep. Sit rep. It's snowing like crazy. Wow. That really is something. I've set up here before similar conditions, but this was the worst that I've actually ever set camp up in. I can definitely say that. It's grim out there. Snow is falling so quickly. We're gonna have fun tonight, I think. Right, now to give myself a bit more space, I'm gonna move these awning poles out and push them against the tarp, like this. That'll do two things. Give me space and provide a bit more security for the tarp, because it will push against those poles. Yeah, it feels massive in here now. Massive. This is awesome. I'm so happy. Right, the camera's complaining about something. Oh, hang on a second. I don't know what this is saying. Something about compatibility. I think it's just that it's wet. Hang on, sorry. The camera is soaking wet. And it's just, everything's struggling. All right, I need to get comfortable. Let's get the chair out. Oh, it's such a mess at the back here. Oh. Okay. We can stop snow coming in from here like this. My umbrella for my camera. There's no wind in here at all. It's incredible. Out there it's so windy, and it's getting more windy. I'm semi-confident about this setup. The reason I say semi is I just don't know about Velcro. Zips I know can work, but they can also fail, and once the zip fails there is nothing you can do about it. Whereas I guess Velcro, you can patch it up. It's more rugged in some ways. And this is really strong Velcro. Really strong. So I'm just going around now, just checking that there's as much Velcro coverage everywhere as possible, much overlap as possible, and it's all really, really jammed on. I don't want to take any risks. There's a lot of snow building up on here already. I mean, I'm confident with the strength of this thing. And once I light the fire, this is all going to melt off. All this snow that's now falling down outside. We will go down outside and have a look after I've got my chair out and got set up. But right now, I need to sit and just chill out for a second, because that was quite stressful. I put on a smiley, happy face, and I try to, because you've got to stay positive. You've got to just relax a bit. Keep calm and carry on. Don't panic. I could easily have quit then. if I was a lesser mortal. But I don't like quitting. See? And if all else fails, get in the truck. Now, some of you might be wondering where Bernie is. He's at home, warm, with Bolly and his mum. I didn't want to bring him here. I knew this would be a stressful one, and he's not ready for that yet. He's got to do a top strip before he does Mars. Mars can be particularly bad, particularly brutal. So I just want to make sure he knows, you know, what he's up to first. Now, I do have something to point out. Let me turn the camera around. There are no, you see? Right. There are no guy lines that attach to the actual fabric. None at all. On the outside, to just stop it really coming in. And that worries me a bit. I do have these connectors that you can attach. But that might weaken the material considerably. So that's my only concern, is that there's nothing to attach to the outside. So that's why the poles will help a lot, because they'll push on there. And the poles are lined up with the seam, which is the strongest point. The poles are strong, and what else can I do? Just fingers crossed. Well, I need to get everything set up, get my fireplace out, and then we can chill out a bit. Loads of charcoal for the fire. It's for heat, but it's also for cooking on. Got my sleep system in here, which I'll explain later. But I'm going to keep that nice and dry in the truck for now. But yeah, no tent. This is it. Just the awning walls. I'll put a link to my video where I camped up here before with a similar setup, with a similar awning, and I have one wall, one set of walls, and that was it. And this was all open at the back, and I had my tent here, and it was an elevated tent. And I thought, well, if I get all the walls up, surely I don't need the tent. And that's what I'm doing here. So without a tent, how do I sleep? And what if snow comes in, and what if the thing fails? Well, I'll show you all that later. Okay, so we've got my fire pit, which is the Snow Peak Tabiki. I can't remember what this thing's called. Right, let's get this thing set up. So I want this about here, not too close to the truck. By the way, this is diesel. It's not gasoline, it's not petrol, so it's perfectly safe to set this up nearby. Okay, so that the grass doesn't catch fire, I think I'll set it up just here. It's plenty of room. That'll be a good spot. Got the base. Now there are some cheaper sort of Chinese knockoffs of this, and believe me, they're not very good compared to this. This Snow Peak it's a good item, it's legit. And it's got a grill for cooking on. It's a very cool unit. I don't know where I want to sit yet, but let's get this thing cranking. Oh, my fire lighting's in the other side. Oh, what's going on out here now? Oh, you know what? I think it's calmed down a little bit. So on the top, I'm rocking the Starlink. That's now permanently wired in. And it's built-in snow detection, so that'll help melt the snow off. Solar panel will be covered, that'll be useless. Okay, fire lighting equipment. Oh, I've got a table. Got my Trangia just in case. I've got my fire gloves. Got a lighter. These are all emergency meals that I carry with me everywhere. Just need hot water for them, that's it. And we got fire lighters. These things are fantastic. Oh, except the box isn't. Oh no, what a mess. Okay, let me sort this out. Sorted. Now I do have other gloves, not just these fingerless ones. Ooh. I've got those in here. Big thick beanie, ouch pouch, coffees. We're going to get a coffee on definitely. This is my setup: kettle, electric heater. That's a EcoFlow, just in case my main system fails. 3 kilowatt inverter. My fridge. People always say to me, "What do I need a fridge for?" Well, if it's cold outside. Well, do you in winter take all your stuff out of your fridge and put it outside? No, neither do I. I've got plenty of energy, so I don't need to. Keeps it all secure in here. And there it is, all secure. I do need a zesty drink, so we'll get that any second. Right, let's light this fire. So I can't remember what this is called. I think it's the Tabiki Large, but it's Snow Peak. So snow is coming in here, obviously, but with the wind direction, that's not going to be that big a problem. That's right. That's how you put your fire out. That'll be right. Charcoal is great. Only smokes at the beginning. Whew. Alright, now what I need to do is, I've got that thermometer on the back. Okay, so I'm going to hook this up somewhere outside away from the fire. Be back in a minute. Right, so I'll hook this up to the cable here. There, so we should be able to see in the morning. Now I do need to pop my wiper blades up. Okay, that's good. I'll tell you what, let's just have a quick look around, see what's going on. See it's building up there? That's what I want. I want the snow to build up at the bottom to stop any breeze coming in. So before it gets hot, I need to get all that snow off the top there and let it fall down into that crack. Okay, that's better. That did the job. Come on, camp looks pretty good, doesn't it? I tell you what, this bushwhacker awning, I like it. I prefer it even to the Dachi. The Dacia awning, I really had to guy that thing out in the middle. This doesn't seem to need it. I think the Velcro is actually stronger than zips, which is great. Now we're going to start seeing it melting as the fire gets really hot in there. So look, it's just these overlaps. Okay, now we're going to get build up at the back here. That's the only thing up here, but it will melt. It will. My hand's steaming. Wow. Yeah, the merino dries out really quickly as well, which is great. Oh, we're rocking already. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. Ah. Woo. Right, we definitely need to get a kettle on. But actually, I want to have a cold, zesty drink first. I am going to have a, as disgusting as it sounds, a raspberry Coke Zero. Oh, you know what? I need to take this waterproof layer off. Feel human again. Now I could take these gloves off as well, but my hands are drying them out quicker than if I just didn't do that, basically. Okay. Oh, great success. Awesome. Now I've just got to get comfy. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming on this. I'm sure you can see the snow coming in. Oh, that's refreshing. That's so refreshing. Oh. Ah. So, welcome. Now, if Bernie was here, he would have to be tied up. He's a puppy. I can't let him out right now on something like this. I would not be able to see where he is at all if he got out of here. Now, I do have windows, but they are mesh windows. And I think the snow would come in. I'm pretty sure that the snow would come in. There's also a cool door here. You see this massive door? Look at this. Look at that, big door. So, you've got 3 big windows, but none of them are plastic, I don't think. They're all mesh, and they all have to be opened from the outside. I could open it, I guess, and see what happens, but it would let a huge draft in, and I don't want to do that. I can see out that way. I can see out the back here. There's nothing to see. It's a flipping blizzard out there now. I just want to sit here, relax, calm down a bit, tell Anne I'm here, check in up with the home, and then I'll bring you back. So I'm going to chill for a bit and I'll bring you back. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, I just went for a walk outside, and I thought I'd take you out as well. Let me just give the lens a wipe. Okay, you want to see it? Want to see the setup, see what's going on? I've got my big, thick, -30 jacket on. Fire is crackling away. Lovely. Things drying off. There's not much snow building up on the top because it's melting off. It's 10 degrees Celsius in here now. 10 up here. So it's warming the whole place up, just that one fire. Let's go and check out what's going on outside. It's a bit of a blizzard. Oh. I get a lot of comments about this microwave dish. It's a backup system. It's not always on. It's only if there's a problem with the cables between the two islands of New Zealand, which is where I am. We're on the South Island, and that's aiming towards the North Island. We'll do the loop of Mars. Let's go and see what's going on. I think we're going to get a decent chunk of snowfall. I think it's going to come down. I look like, what's the character on South Park? I can't remember, where he's wearing the animac all the times. I look like that. Is it Kevin? I think it's Kevin. Oh, leeward side. It's quite nice. And then you can see the wind pattern here. The ice. And we'll go straight into it here. Oh, that wind. This is grim, very grim. Oh. Yuck. We've had a good couple of centimeters of snow already, and everything's starting to ice up a bit. Temperature outside, -2. So this is all going to turn to ice. I could brush it all off now and keep doing that, but what's the point? Let's see what it looks like in the morning. It'll be awesome. We've got about 2 feet of snow there built up already. Hey, if you're listening, bushwhacker, you need to put Velcro tabs here under the windows so you can Velcro these down, because it's just a zip, and if that gets loose, the wind could get under there and blow it like that, look. So there's no Velcro seal here. It's not sealed at all. So you need Velcro tabs and Velcro on the sides. So that's 2 windows, a full door for this Bushwhacker 270 Delta Wing, and another window. Look, see how it's blowing? Look at that. That needs Velcro to hold it down. I'll tell them and they will definitely do it. They really listen. They're very good guys. Yeah, it's a good build-up. I don't know how much weight this thing can take, the awning, for the snow, but I'm figuring it's pretty good. Woo! Oh man, it is grim out there. All right, everyone, I'm just going to chill out. Actually, let's have a coffee. Yeah, let's put a coffee on. Right, coffee. I think I want to switch over to my beanie. Wow. There's quite a storm brewing outside. Hang on a second. Wow, the weather just really kicked off. I mean, it's seriously going nuts out there now. I'll show you in a minute. Let's have a coffee first. Well, let's at least get the coffee on. Holy moly! All right, I guess this is the moment of truth as to whether the Velcro and this awning will hold. Wow. Holy moly, that's a big gust. Wow! Uh-oh. Please hold. Oh my gosh, it's really gusting in. Gosh, I hope it doesn't collapse. I might need to tighten it up a bit. I think that's as tight as I can get it. Oh moly, it's really... I'm worried about the door behind the camera. I'm gonna have to move the camera a bit here because I got a sneaking feeling hold on, I'm getting all sorts of error messages here. Right, I got a sneaking feeling please don't collapse. We just suddenly got slammed, suddenly. Maybe we need to go outside and just check it and see what's going on. Let's go have a look. Hey, let me show you what I'm talking about here. See, this is buckling in. Big time. I mean, it's holding right now. Just got to go around and check that these Velcro pieces are really, really firmly connected. It is holding, but it's under an immense battering. That one over there is flapping like crazy. There's nothing I can do about it. I didn't start it up high enough. I just hope it holds. I think this is where a zip would be a bit more reassuring, but the Velcro is holding, I've got to say. Let's go outside and see what's going on. This is going to be quite bad. Ah, yeah. Oh man. Ah, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, look, you see the zips are coming undone. See? That's the problem. There's no Velcro to hold these down. That's a concern. This is the side that's taking the full brunt here. There's nothing I can do about this bit flapping. I do have some connectors that I could probably use and tie it to the front of the truck here. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Ah, man. Woo. Jeez, I've got to do that and I'll bring you back. Okay. Got to say, that was pretty brutal. Right, I managed to attach a clip to it. Look. These are fabric clips. They clip on. I've clipped it over there to the aerial and that stopped it flapping. And that's tightened it. And this is now holding a lot better. They need to come up with these for the whole thing. But yeah, those clips really help a lot. The rest of it seems to be working. My only concern was the Velcro, but I tell you what, it's strong. It's really strong. The frame is very strong. And it doesn't matter how much downward pressure goes on it because it's on the poles. And they seem to be doing a good job. Let's just hope the winds don't get much stronger than this. It could do with some Velcro loops to Velcro it to the poles as well. But, as I say, it is holding. I could push the pole out to hold it a bit more, so I might do that. I've just got to fine tune it. Okay, let's get a coffee. Okay, I'll be honest, that was stressing me out a little bit with those gusts of wind. But as with all these things, you just got to fine tune them. It's just going crazy out there. Oh, I hope these winds don't get any stronger. Or else we could have a problem tonight, sleeping the way I want to sleep. Okay, world's quickest kettle. Woo. Oh boy, I'm a mess. That really discombobulated me. I need a couple of Maxim Gold from Korea. You know, if this is going to carry on all night like this, I don't think I'm going to get any sleep. The gusts. The gusts are incredible. Just hold, please hold. It's where you pray that the guy in the factory, just like last time, you pray they did a good job. I think zipping it up would give me more assurance. And I mean, I'm assuming I've got these the right way round as well. For all I know, that door's meant to be, that one's meant to be there and that one's meant to be there. I don't know. There's no markings on any of them. I need my little click-clack table. Oh, you know what? I just can't be bothered to do any of it. I need to sit down. I need to sit down and stop stressing. Well, cheers everybody. Thanks for coming on this one. As stressful as it might be for you, it's way more for me. I just chucked a tissue on here if you're wondering. I've got hours and hours to go. What time is it now? I think it's 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. 4 p.m. It's towards the end of October 2024 in New Zealand. And it is coming down. I just hope the wind direction stays where it is, because that's how I've set this up. It's forecast to stay exactly like this, no change. If it changes and comes from the other side, we're gonna have the opposite problem. It's all just gonna come gusting in under the truck. It will be a nightmare. I'll probably end up sleeping in the truck. Because now it's set up, I can't take it down and drive off. That's one of the disadvantages of using an awning as opposed to a tent, is if SHT, you know, if it hits the fan, then with a tent you can abandon the tent and drive off. This, I would have to pack it away, which I wouldn't fancy in these conditions. It'll be okay. If it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed. I'll just ask Bushwhacker for another one with some modifications on it. Alright everyone. I'm going to enjoy this coffee. I'm going to chill out and I'll bring you back for dinner unless something else happens. And fingers crossed it doesn't. I might bring you back for another walk out in the blizzard a bit later. Other than that, yeah, I'll bring you back at dinner time. Wow. Cheers everyone. Oh, it's really kicking off. I've had to get a bit creative. So I've put an extra point down here So there's 2 there now. You can see I've got another one here connected. I've got 2 extra poles that I had that I've got wedged here against to brace it, basically to control it, just to give it a bit more strength in case these poles snap, because they're bending. Those poles are actually bending. So this will give it downward for resistance. I mean, look at it. I daren't put the poles up against the top because they might puncture it on a big gust of wind. So just got to let them do their thing. And then I've put a tie down on this one as well outside. But see, this is why we need Velcro. But this is taking a pounding, she said. There's no way I can imagine this was designed to take this sort of loading, wind load. Look at it. Look at it buckling. If it was gusting like this when I arrived, there's no way I would have set this up. Well, it would have been impossible. I couldn't have done it. It's just mental. That is on the verge. I'm sure of it. My 2 extra poles are really helping. I wish there was another mount point here, but they are holding, so it's just to help it with some strength. Because this wall here is taking all of it. This one a little bit, but it's mainly that one and that one where the camera is. So those 2 extra poles are doing the job. You've just got to think out the box, have extra gear. Luckily I had the extra poles, I've got the extra guy lines. I've got all sorts of stuff. We might still be sleeping in the truck, you never know. It's pretty stressful, gotta say. Pretty stressful. I mean, look at this. It is just, I mean, look, let me hold the camera out here. Okay, you can see where the wind's blowing in there. Ah! Oh. Holy moly. Zips. Need to stick that down. I could tie this off to it. Put that end through the zipper here. Sorry, it's not great filming, but you see what I mean? If I do that and I attach it, I could keep those zips down. And then you can see the toggle. How is this awning standing up to this? This is way stronger than what the Darchie stood up to. Bushwhacker. 270. Unbelievable what it's putting up with. This keeps loosening. I don't know why. I think it's just the material is stretching just a little bit. You could, I guess you could guy these out as well, just to give you even more stability. You never know, I might do that now. I've got some extra guys. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll guy those 2 out just to, oh, I don't know. Don't know if it will help actually, but it might stop it swaying a bit. No, I'll leave it. I think the way it's set up now is pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna gain anything by guying this down. It's holding for now. And then I've got these 2 in here, tied off here, doing a great job. They're holding it. Man, I hope you can hear me. I'm having a shout, it's so loud. Is the truck icing over? Oh, so the truck is now icing over. See what the temperature is. Still -2. Still -2. But this is just going to be a mess in the morning. There's some interesting icicles coming off it already. And then we go to the calm of the leeward side. Hey, look at my window. Yeah. And the Starlink should be melting the snow. Well, it's trying anyway. It is trying. It's not very powerful, the Starlink Mini, for heating. Okay. Oh, moly. Crazy. Crazy. What a difference it is in here to out there. Oh, I've got to get my breath back. Just these gusts and the persistent wind, and then a gust kicks in. So these are green elephant poles, pretty much the best poles you can buy. Very strong with a rubber stopper on. And I've got them wedged against that just to help, just to give it a bit more rigidity. I think what the guys could probably do at Bushwhacker is, for really reinforcing, they could give you the option of a cross beam. 1, 2, 3 there maybe, just to stop these pinching in. The other thing I could do is guy that one out a little bit so it doesn't come inwards so much. But it's okay, it's holding. All right, everyone. Sorry, camera's a right mess. It's just, these are brutal, brutal conditions. Absolutely brutal conditions. Honestly, this awning is doing a staggeringly good job already. How long is this going to go on for? I need to check the weather forecast. Or maybe I don't want to know. You know, ignorance is bliss. Anyway, bring you all back later. I hope. Unbelievable! Holy moly. Okay, so sit rep. My microphone has died. It won't even turn on. My Rode microphone, it's just turned on now. I think it was just too cold out there for it. So I've got to let it warm up. I'm on the backup microphone now. So it might all be a bit too loud. Now, was epic. I don't know if you picked up any sound outside at all, but let me tell you right now, that was brutal. So I've guyed the two arms just to give them a bit more rigidity, a bit more strengthening. I've got the poles back in again here. These are taking quite a bit of weight. But the situation on the Storm is it just seems to be getting worse and worse. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how much this can take. It's a lot of creaking going on. Fingers crossed these poles don't snap. Well, the plastic that holds the poles don't snap, because these gusts are insane. Absolutely insane. So this is way above what the forecast said it would be. Way above. And I know that they get the forecast up here wrong sometimes, but this is a whole nother planet. They have got this completely wrong. Completely missed the ball. So I don't know. I just don't know. Abandoning camp is quite complicated. The odds of something breaking, if I try and abandon this camp, is quite high. I don't know. Don't know what to do. I've actually got snow in my pockets. Snow in my pockets. It came in everywhere. Brutal conditions. I don't even know how this camera's survived out there, as long as it did. Yeah, it's soaking wet in my pockets now. All right, so what I'm going to do is, oh God. If I was in the camper van, not a problem. I would just be stuck in the camper van, wait for it to finish. But I'm in the truck, and my concern is this awning ripping somewhere. This is very, very strong material. What is it, 90 denier? I don't know. The zips are holding, which is great. The Velcro, I don't know how that's holding, but it is. My biggest concern are the poles breaking. Specifically, these two poles that are taking the brunt of it. If I didn't have these two extra poles, I don't know what I would do. Now, I could cable tie these poles to this as well, just to give it added strength. But if this carries on like this, I don't think I'm going to get any rest. I won't get any sleep, that's for sure. I could be up all night. Oh well, whatever. All right, everyone, I'll bring you back. I don't know how it's still standing, but it is. This bushwhacker awning is incredible so far. All right, gusts are getting even stronger. This is nuts, unbelievable. I've got, look at this. I'm I've cable tied the pole to the frame on both, just so they don't suddenly pop out and the whole lot goes. Where the Velcro has a tiny little gap, the snow blasts through. I mean, it's 1,720 meters. This is what happens up here occasionally, but they didn't forecast these winds. And it's coming in under the truck. So even though the snow is coming, the blizzard is coming from left to right, it's coming under here with the swirl. Look at that. So it's actually encroaching. I've been out with the shovel to put snow on the outside. But look, it's coming in under the truck and building under there. So it's just kind of coming in everywhere. This is the only spot here by the wheel where it's not getting through the wheel. But for how much longer? Look, everything is under so much tension. Listen to this. That's where it's connected to the frame. Let me give you a clean. The reason this is a bit stressful for me is I don't want to destroy the awning. But I might have met its match. And also I don't want it to damage the truck. I can't just take the awning off the truck and drive away. It doesn't work like that. It's mounted 7.5 feet up in the air, 7 feet up in the air on 4 massive steel or aluminium brackets. That bit's not going anywhere, but these arms, I don't know. So they've made them double width and welded. I mean, they're lovely. They're super strong. But the weak point are the poles that they're using. These, with plastic clips up here. See the plastic? I would make that metal. I'd make it all metal, just steel. Screw the weight, it doesn't matter. And then the poles are bending, which is good. But I would also have an option for storm bracing, so you can add another pole like I've done there. Look at that one. And there, that one there near the fire. Because that is what's holding this thing up right now. That pole is bent, absolutely bent, taking the impact. I could bring it in a bit, but it's also protecting the tarp, the awning, from ripping at the bottom. It's taking some of the pressure off the awning. So I don't want to do that. Oh. And I don't know if it's going to get stronger. The forecast is all over the place. Look out here. Road is gone. Look at the ice buildup. And bearing in mind that's a hot engine a couple of hours ago. Thick ice on there, building up. We're going to have maybe inches of ice on the truck. Don't think my wipers are going to work. And it just keeps gusting. Oh dear. Have I bitten off more than this thing can chew? I guess time will tell. I've got hours and hours of this. You know what I think I should do is do dinner now. Get it out of the way. Yeah, so I put a whole load of more charcoal on, as you can see there. So as soon as that's ready, I've got burgers. I'm going to do a cheat meal. I'm going to have full-on burgers and buns. I'm on the wagon, no alcohol. I wouldn't drink in these conditions anyway, just no way. Maybe if I was in a tent and it was separate, fine. Because then if anything happens, then I just go and get in the truck and have a horrible night's sleep in the truck. But because this is attached to the truck, don't want it damaged. Look at it, it's under so much tension. I think that's the biggest gust yet. That one, holy moly. Everything is creaking. Oh well. All right, bring you back ready for burgers. All right, welcome back everybody. So this situation, I have done as much as I can with everything that I've got. There's nothing more I can do except have burgers. These gusts are getting stronger. We're at the absolute limit of what this thing can do, and I'm sure we've actually pushed over what it was designed to do. If bushwhackers see this video, I think they'll be staggered. I can give them some ideas as well as to how to make this thing really bomb-proof. Just a couple of braces that would be needed, extra poles as I said, and this thing would be fine. It's a miracle that the Velcro is holding. I don't know how that's happening. I could really do with guy out points on the front of the awning, just for a bit of security. Because right now it's the bottom and the top, and I've already torn one at the bottom here. I trod on it and ripped it. Stupid. Let's have burgers. There's nothing else I can do. I'm stressing. I am quite stressed, I'll be honest. I always keep calm, keep my head about me, but, well, it's not that I'm stressed, I'm worried. But here's the funny thing. So I've got these premium Angus beef burgers, they're lovely. So here's the funny thing. It's not that I'm worried about my safety. Although saying that, I'm so glad I don't have Bernie here. It would be so unfair on Bernie. There's nothing for him to do. He would hate this. For me, this is just a video of testing gear. And I wanted to test it properly. You see some people do tests of gear. I take it to the next step. There's no way this awning was meant for this. Anyway, whilst I am stressing, I am worried. I'm worried more about the hassle of packing all this away and how to do it. And now I'm even more worried about how to do it in the morning. If it stays like this, what do I do? If the whole lot comes ripping down on top of us, my first job is to get the fire out of here. Not difficult. I can pick it up with my fireproof gloves, which are right here, look. No, they were. I just moved them. So I've got fireproof gloves. Pick the whole thing up, chuck it out, outside. That's what I would do. There's nothing else I can do. I don't know if the I don't know if the microphone is picking it up. I just don't know what's going on. This is probably the first time you'll have ever seen me on one of these with doubt all over my face. And to a degree, I do rely on the weather forecast. To quite a large degree. And I gotta say, this time, way off. Way off. I was expecting some gusts. More like this. Oh well. You know what that probably means is that the climate, you know, changing constantly. Probably means that their forecast models just are worthless now. And only give a rough approximation of what's going to happen. Right, so I'm going to have 2 double cheeseburgers. As I say, I'm cheating. I'm on the carnivore diet, but I am going for it. I'm having buns just as a cheap meal. And the burgers smell amazing. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say it. I just don't want it to suddenly go crack and something goes flying. Oh, please don't do that. Oh God, I'm dropping everything, look. Drop my onion, mustard. All right, so onion. I'm gonna do raw. You know why? Because I like raw onion and stuff. And it reminded me of the Whopper. Burger King Whopper has onion, raw onion in it. It's lovely. So yeah, raw onion for me. Got some Swiss cheese. I've got snow coming in everywhere now. Look, it's one thing to live with these conditions in a city or wherever. You've got your home. But when you're camping and you've got an awning attached to the side of your truck that's not designed for it, it's totally different. Totally different. So yeah, I have every right to be a little bit concerned. Oh. Breathe, Tony, breathe. And relax. Oh no, I burnt this one a bit. Oh, who cares? That's the least of my issues right now, is one burnt burger. And then I'll briefly toast the buns, put the pickles on, mustard, tomato ketchup. I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight. The snowdrift under the truck is massive. I don't know how it's doing that. It's coming from the other direction underneath, even though all the wind is there. I've never had it like this before. I'll be honest, I don't think there's a tent, a car camping tent, that could take this either. Maybe the massive Zempire that I brought up here, that's the pro version of the air tent. Oh my, I'm just praying that these poles hold and that Bushwhacker did a good job with the poles. They're under so much tension. And the plastic connectors, I hope they can hold. Alright, let's toast the tops of the buns, the bottoms of the buns I mean, briefly. I'll do both. And then I'm going to turn these over and put the cheese on. don't want to burn my bread. All right. Do the cheese. Oh, the noise. It's just unrelenting sound. I might have to put earplugs in. Hey, the good news is the big speaker's working again. The big microphone is working again. It just got cooked outside, frozen solid. These two poles that I brought with me are saving me right now. I have no doubt that this is the main reason now why this is standing upright. Without these two poles, now I wish I'd brought 4 or 5 of the extra ones with me. Because the front one here is bowing a lot. Oh man. Oh, I don't care. Let's just put these on. Okay. Chuck the onion on. Double onion for the win. Just a couple of relish pickles, I mean. My version of the double whopper. Please hold, please hold, please hold. Honestly, if I'd known it was going to be this bad, that the forecast was so wrong, no way would I have come up here. No way. I've seen forecasts like this up here before and I've gone, no, no thanks, not doing it. But once you're set up, it's too late. Okay, we're good to go. 2 delicious double whoppers. Yum. Okay, I've got to try and enjoy these somehow. Oh, please hold. Bon appetit, everybody. Bon appetit. Wow. Okay. I'm going to enjoy these and I'll bring you back for cigar time because I don't know what we're doing after that. We might have to bail. Honestly don't know. Let's go back outside, have my dinner, and show you what I'm dealing with here. It's getting worse. I have to do my pockets up. Hold on. Because otherwise they fill with snow instantly. So first of all, everything is still under immense amount of tension. This is, that's a lot of tension right there. And it's flipping this way. I've got to go and do that zip up. But outside, it is a complete whiteout. Look at that. You wouldn't want to get stuck out there. Okay, let's go do the zip up. Oh. Oh. My guy line's freezing up. It's bad. It's really bad. Look how deep the snow is. Look. That's up to my knee. Oh, I don't know how this is doing it. It seems to be holding for now. Oh, my fingers. Oh, it's so cold. -3. But the wind chill. Oh. Hang on, I've got to get out the wind. Oh, my fingers. Oh. You just can't stay out here for long in this wind. I'd say the wind chill is a good -20. And of course it's getting colder and colder and the wind is getting stronger. And it's not just gusts. This is sustained wind. Needs to get, oh, sorry. I need to get back in the warmth next to the fire. Oh, my fingers. Gosh. Oh, yeah, let me set this up. I mean, we're definitely past the point of me packing up and bailing. I think we were past the point when the storm kicked off. I checked the weather forecast again. Believe it or not, it's still saying the same. One of them, only one forecast has it predicting this. But it's not the local New Zealand forecast at all. It's an international forecast, Meteo Blue. The noise is deafening. I can't bail. It's impossible. I couldn't put all this down. There's no way I could put the awning away in this. It's impossible. It will just snap. All I can do is hunker down and wait. But the thing is, I've got a horrible feeling the gusts are going to get stronger in the night. And the temperatures are still dropping, so -6, -7, -8, the wind chill -25, -30. Can the plastic bits that are holding the poles, can they survive? If they snap, it's game over for this awning. And it will rip off of the awning. It will rip off of the truck. It'll just bend or snap, I don't know, one or the other. And then we've got debris. I just don't see how I'm going to sleep out here with this noise. And the snow blowing in under the truck. Look at this. Look at it. Unbelievable. Imagine if I faced the other way. If I turned around and be facing the other way, yes, the truck would definitely have blocked the majority of the wind. The awning would probably look okay, but it would be pushing outwards on the awning instead. It would just be clapping like crazy, wouldn't seal it at all, and I would have massive snow drifts. Now, I don't know what this is going to look like in the morning. So here was my plan. I was going to bivvy camp. I was going to set up a cot bed, and I've got a military US Army 4-season full bivvy Gore-Tex whole works. You can sleep in that thing even in this. That was my plan. But I might just have to give up on the idea of getting any sleep tonight. I might just have to get in the truck. I've got warm gear, very, very warm gear. I can get in the sleeping bag. That's not a problem. I would just be very uncomfortable. There's nowhere to lie flat in there at all. I'm so glad I didn't bring Bernie. It was the right move. And I haven't told Anne. I've just said, oh, it's really howling. I don't want her to worry. What's the point? Usually I'd video call her and go, oh, look at it. But no, I don't want her worrying. I've got all communication. I've got the Starlink is running. I've got my EPIRB. But basically I've got the truck. That's why I have the truck. That's why it is what it is, built the way it is. It's for these conditions, I can get in that thing. I can close all this, put everything away, just leave the fire out, let it go out, drag it outside, and get in the truck. Not exactly camping, is it? But if you're touring, if you're doing a road trip, and you're relying on the awning of your truck for your evenings instead of a tent, this is a good test, because you never know when those big storms might come in and just knock you sideways. This is why you've got to have the right gear. As I say, my fingers are now warm again, because merino wool, even when wet, it gives you warmth. So my fingers are warm again. My body is baking. I've got fleece-lined jeans on underneath these, and these are completely waterproof. So I'm not feeling any breeze, nothing. My head's warm, I'm toasty, absolutely toasty. Even without this fire, I think I could just put my bigger gloves on, another pair of socks, and I'll be absolutely fine. I'll just get in the truck. I'll tell you, all I'm really worried about is putting the awning away. It's a big job. At the best of times, it's a job. It's a mission. So, and if you're wondering why I'm worried about it so much, I've got to explain. To put the awning away, you have to put all the legs up. Okay. Well, the legs are what's stopping this thing collapsing down to the ground and bending and buckling at the joints up here. So how do you do it? There is no way to do it. You've got to put all the legs up. It'll just snap. I don't know. I guess I could try something with the poles temporarily. I mean, once I take the awning walls off, that will relieve a lot of the pressure. But it's the downdraft. If there's a downdraft or a massive updraft that hits the awning, it could just snap at the joints up here. And that's the big problem. That's why I'm worried. That's why I've got this look on my face. No other reason. It's what damage am I going to do to this awning and how to put it away. Oh well. All right, I'll bring you back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to cigar time. Quite possibly the most stressful cigar time I've ever had. This is going to be a very, very long night. So my green elephant poles, they're now bending as well. I don't know what the wind speed is out there, but it's incredible, incredible wind speed. All right, everybody, let's try and do cigar time before this whole lot comes crashing down. So first of all, thank you to everybody for supporting the channel as usual. Thank you to all of my Buy Me a Coffee members that buy treats. Oh no, the Velcro is coming off at the other side. It's unpeeling. Hang on a second. Hold on. You know what? There's nothing I can do about it. It's unpeeling away. We better make this quick, because that's coming undone now. I don't know what to do. I might have to lower that side entirely. Actually, let me bring you right back. Hold on. I'll bring you right back. I'm going to lower it. Everything is falling apart right now. We've got to do this quickly. I've just done some repairs there. I've got some more repairs to do over here in a second. The poles are bending. Even the green elephant poles are bending. If these gusts get any bigger, I don't know what I'm going to do. Get in the truck and hunker down. Okay. Thank you first of all to all of our YouTube members, all of our Buy Me a Coffee members who buy coffees for myself and Bernie and Bolly, and all of our super thanks and everybody else. Thank you so much for all our followers and subscribers. Please subscribe to the channel and like the videos. It means a lot. Thank you so much. And please come over to Facebook, onto the Facebook group where you can ask questions and stuff like that. And my Facebook page where you can also ask questions and see posts that I make. And I've got Instagram as well. And I'm on X. All right, quickly, what are we talking about? Hurricane Milton and Helene. Well, it seems quite apt because I'm going through one right now. It feels like a hurricane. I can't imagine what they went through. Their gusts were insanity. 160, 150 mile an hour gusts. There's no way this is that. This might be 80 kilometers an hour. I don't know. Something like that, but it's strong. Anyway, my heart goes out to the people of Florida, North Carolina, everywhere that got affected by those hurricanes. Our son Brandon is in West Palm Beach. He was safe. What can I do? What can I do? Let me put the zips down. Hold on. Oh, man, I can't keep going out there all night and doing that. What a nightmare. Can you believe these conditions? Anyway, Hurricane Milton. Yeah, the tornadoes hit down near West Palm Beach where Brandon is, my son. But he was okay, kept an eye on him. And yeah, just sorry for everybody. We're going to be there in Florida at Christmas. We're spending New Year there. Anna Maria Island, so I hope everything's going to be okay then, and I hope people make a full recovery, and I'm very sorry for what happened to you there. So yeah, Florida vacation, we will be there. I won't be doing meet and greets or anything like that, no, it's just to have a vacation with my son and my wife. Tesla Cyber Taxi and their robot event. I watched that. I mean, Elon, he's not very good at presentations, he hasn't got very good presenting skills, but the products themselves look amazing. Do I think it's going to change the fortunes of Tesla? I don't know. I don't know. Would you want an automatic car that has no steering wheel or anything and just drives you around? Maybe. Depends on the price. Depends if governments allow it. I don't know. As for the robot, would I want a robot in my house serving me, bringing me things? No. No, that's not for me. It will be for somebody, but just not for me. And they're expensive, what, $30,000? And you get a servant, I guess. No, that's definitely not for me. UK Labour government in a complete shambles. Keir Starmer, turns out he's a big fat liar, like everybody predicted he would be. And it's just making a complete mess of everything. I mean, if it's entirely possible, Labour Party are actually worse than Tories. Hold. Please hold. These two poles are just taking it. Look at the pressure on the door. That zip is holding. If the zip fails, that's all going to come in anyway. That's not what I'm worried about. The awning wall is not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the roof, the actual awning. I could actually take these walls down and go in the truck and hunker down. And I might be better off. I don't know. It's putting so much pressure on the awning having these walls up. Maybe I'll take one of them down. Maybe I'll take the back two down and just leave these two up. I don't know. I might have to give that a try. Once I take them down, they're never going back up again. There's no way I could do it. But I might be forced to take one of them down. It's just, it's putting so much pressure on this system. Saying that, it is coping. It's just very flappy over there, but it is guide down. Okay, so yeah. Can't remember what I was talking about. Oh man, I'm such a mess. I'm such a mess. What was I talking about? Oh, I don't know. You know what? I'm so stressed right now. Oh, UK Labour government. Yeah, what a mess. Okay, well, screw them. I don't care. They're idiots. US elections. I can't remember when they are. Is it beginning of November or end of November? I don't know. I'm not sure when this video is coming out. Sometime in November. So I won't know. Be interesting to see who wins. Does it affect me that much? No, not really. And lastly, what I've been watching on TV, Netflix, Monsters. Unbelievable. What a show. But those two brothers were awful, really awful, what they did to their parents. I don't know if it's a true story, really. I don't know if the parents really did abuse them or not. I guess we'll find out one day. See those zips that come straight back up again. Velcro, bushwhacker. Velcro on the zippers, on the windows. All right, everyone, look. I can't relax. It feels like it's going to go. If this goes on all night like this and holds on, I will be flabbergasted. Either way, I've got to take the fire pit out soon. Because if it does go, that's all going to come straight down onto the fire pit. Although there's so much snow and ice everywhere, it won't make a difference. But I am going to have to hunker down. It is getting late now. It's almost summer here in New Zealand, so that's why it looks so bright. But I think we're at 8 p.m. now. No, it can't be. Oh, we are. Just before 8 p.m. So, yeah, I could hunker down. Just get in the truck. Because how can I sleep with this? Listen to it. And I'm on a wireless microphone because the sound is too loud for the big microphone. All you would hear would be that. That's the biggest gust yet. Biggest gust yet. There's nothing I can do about that flapping. It's just the angle of the wind. All I could do is take the wall down. Holy moly. What do I do? I could take that wall down and get in the truck. I might have to. It's putting so much stress on it here. And then all of that's just going to come flooding in here. It'll be a nightmare in here. But the sudden shock of taking that wall down might push up. That's my worst fear. Pushing up is actually more dangerous. All right, everyone. I'm done with cigar time. I can't. I've got to go and deal with this. So I'll bring you all back a bit later. We'll go and check out what's going on outside. All right, everyone. So I really tried. But these gusts are now so bad that the roof is starting to sink. And this is as low as it's been. And these poles could collapse. I daren't move this pole here, which is under tension, because the whole lot might go the second I do it. Same with that one. I've just got to trust that my other pole here can take enough of the load. It's just, look, it's coming in everywhere. Look how deep this is. I can't sleep out here. Even in the bivvy. The risk of sleeping in the bivvy out here is, if this all comes crashing down, it's going to crash down on me sleeping out here in the bivvy. Well, you know, I'm a lot of things, but I'm not that stupid. So no, there's no way I'm going to do that. So I've packed everything away. The fire pit is away. Obviously that got cold instantly because of the snow. It's all packed away. So what we'll do is, I'll give you one last look outside. I don't think I'm going to go out again. I'll give you one last look to show you what's going on outside. Brace for impact, because here we go. And believe me, it's really bad. Okay, we're in the lee of it here. The second we walk around that corner, that's when we get the brunt. Here we go. It's so bad. And it's so deep. That snow there, it's almost 2 feet deep now. How is this still standing? Honestly, I don't know. It's unbelievable. Without my 2 extra poles, I'm sure this would be gone. So, yeah, I'm calling it. I'm getting in the truck. There's no way was this on the forecast. And look at it. My truck has caused all this gap because we're the leeward side of my truck. Look, dead calm there, look. So there's nothing here. But then you look on either side, it's deep. Look at this. This is built right up. We've had a lot of snow in a very short amount of time. Oh, that is brutal. Oh, my fingers. Oh, holy moly. Ah, I've got to keep checking these doors that they don't freeze shut. Okay. So I can't put the awning away. Not in this. I could take the walls down. Oh, sorry. Oh, fingers. I could take the walls down. And I hope that helps. At least one wall. But the thing is, I don't know what will happen if I do. Now the walls themselves are guide just at the bottoms, but the Velcro at the top is holding. And my poles seem to be holding. Can the gusts of wind get any stronger than this? I don't know. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chill out in the truck and just hope that this is as bad as it's going to get. If it calms down at some point, then maybe I'll set the cot up and come back outside and get a proper sleep. Just put earplugs in. But it's so quiet in the truck. So what I'll do is, we'll move to in the truck, I'll bring you back in there, you'll see how quiet it is compared to out here. It's carnage out here. Welcome back everybody. Okay, so I'm in the truck. Just looked at the temperature gauge, it's -5. And yeah, I can feel it. It's getting cold in here already. So I'm going to have to work out how I'm going to sleep in here. I've tried to sleep in here before and it hasn't gone well. Worst night of my life. I was in here with Brucey, and again we had to bail to the truck because of a massive storm wiped out our tent. Oh, and it was a nightmare. Just howling all night, and it is now. And the truck is moving. I don't know if you can actually see it. You'd need something reference. I don't know if you can see a zip behind me or anything. I don't know if you can see this. But we're shaking because the truck is attached to the awning and it's just taking a pounding. God, what a nightmare. I can't believe they got the forecast this wrong. I hope you can see me. It's max brightness. Everything is covered in ice. My big jacket is absolutely caked in ice. The truck, just solid lumps of ice everywhere. Don't know what I'm going to do in the morning. How am I going to pack that away? The awning. Just how? Oh, it's violent shaking. But it's still there. The awning is still holding. Not that I can see anything outside now. But it is holding. But for how much longer, I don't know. It's going to be a long night. It's 8:20. All right, everyone. There's nothing I can do. I'm just going to chill. Might have a biscuit, cheer myself up. And bring you back if anything major happens. Nothing major has happened already. All right, everyone, I'll bring you back. I just heard a horrible sound outside. Just went chunk. And I just felt the truck move violently. I think the awning's gone. I think it's collapsed. snapped, bent, whatever, something. So let's go out and have a look. All right, sit rep. It's only 9 o'clock and it's gone. The awning's gone. It's broken. It's buckled. Look. Totally collapsed. Just gave way. It didn't stand a chance. There's nothing I can do about it. This whole thing's gonna go, I think. It's already bent. But what can I do? There's nothing I can do. I'm gonna have to dismantle this in the morning and just see what I can do about it. But yeah, it's completely collapsed. I wouldn't be surprised if this bends and snaps this buckle off completely now. I need to get in here, get one last thing out my ouch pouch before I can't get in here. Well, I'm glad I decided to sleep in the truck. It's going, it's definitely going, and there's nothing I can do about it. Look at it. It's hanging on for dear life. But at what point does this just bend down and break? These have gone. Basically, the poles completely gave up. All of them have snapped and gone. This one's not doing anything at all now. The back ones are holding, but they're not taking the wind. It's all these front ones. All that's holding it up now are my two poles. Here. That's it. That's all that's holding it up. Nothing else. Well, say goodbye to the bushwhacker awning. It did well while it lasted, but look, it's going. That's a big problem. I've got to work out how to be able to pack this away in the morning. I'll have to work something out. Oh well, I'm in the truck and there's nothing I can do about it. Oops. The only thing I could do is dismantle it. Oh, look at that. Damn it. Oh, what a mess. I can't believe they got the forecast so wrong. The only thing I could do is dismantle it. I've got all the tools here to do that. But it is ruined. I mean, you saw it, it's gone. That can't be repaired. It's not Bushwhacker's fault. This is... No way was it designed to do this. Just no way. I take full responsibility for all of it. Oh. Nightmare, absolute nightmare. What I'm gonna have to do is in the morning, let's go out there with my tools, if it's still attached to the truck at that point, and unbolt the whole thing, which is easier said than done because it's all attached from the roof. And then somehow, well, I'll have to work it out in the morning. I'll have to strap it onto the roof. I've got all the straps, I can do all that, that's not a problem. This is crazy. Listen to it. I dread to think how bad it's gonna get. But I heard it go, and it's going crumple. All right, everyone. I don't know. Oh, I just can't believe it. Can't believe it. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. If I'd known these winds were coming, there's no way I would have set the awning up. No way. That's got to be 80, 75 kilometer an hour. And I think it's going to get stronger through the night. I'm kind of hoping now it just sits like it is. Just like that. And just survives. All right, bring you back later or tomorrow. I don't know. I'll bring you back. Okay, sit rep. I tried to get some sleep, but we're just rocking around like crazy. There's some banging, some knocking. I can hear loose stuff. I've got to go out there and do something, and it's midnight. So what I'm going to do, I've had a really long thought about it. Think about it. I need to disconnect both guys from here. That's what I need to do first. I need to pull all the Velcro off the awning walls. So pull that all off. Just to show you what I'm dealing with, by the way, look at this, look how bad it is. It's here. See? It's completely buckled. Look at that. It's right on the floor. And it's here as well. I don't know if you can make that out. It's wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. So I'm gonna have to cut the fabric away so it's not putting any stress on the actual vehicle. I'm not gonna be able to film any of this for obvious reasons, but just to let you know, I'm going out there and doing it. Oh dear. Nightmare. It's still the same gusts. It's -5. Bit of ice in here. I was warm in my sleeping bag, but the noise was just crazy. Okay, I've got to get on with it. So, wish me luck. What time is it now? It's gone midnight, I think. Oh, it's 1 minute past midnight. So we'll check in, see how long it takes me, see what I can do. I've got to put my gloves on. I've got waterproof winter gloves here as well. And I might even be able to get the tool out the back to take the awning off completely and then just rest it down beside the car. We'll see. We'll see what I can get done. But the fabric's what's causing the problem, so I need to cut the fabric away because that's the biggest issue. Wherever it's being a wind trap, I've got to cut it away. So I'll bring it back after I've done it. And then in the morning, you'll see what the damage is like. Okay, I did it. Now, I'm going to show you there's not going to be any volume, okay? No sound. Because it's just going to be wind noise. But check this out. I've cut it all away and I've managed to fold the frame back in. It's all messed up anyway, but look. But I'd say it's gusting about 75, 80 kilometers an hour now. It's hard to stand up. Oh, that's bad. Woo. So what I was saying was, the forecast is now saying 85 kilometer-hour gusts. Sustained wind, 25, 30, but this is just pure gust up here. There's nothing else. It's got to be about 80 kilometers an hour. The awning didn't stand a chance. It's all my fault. Totally my fault. The fact that it lasted as long as it did is a testament to how well it's engineered. You know, There's not even many tents that could take this. Oh, I hope you can hear me. Oh. I could get in on this side. But all my bedding and everything is this side, and I don't want to get it covered in snow, so we'll go around the front and get in the other side. Brace yourself. Oh, just give me a minute. Oh, I gotta say, as bad as it is out there, -6. I'm blowing 85 kilometers an hour. So what is that? I don't know. That's a minus something, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter. The fact is, being out in it, I'm sorry. Let me just sort my camera out here. Okay. I'm sure there are countries like Canada and America that get it. Worse than that, maybe? I don't know. But trust me, when you're out in it, trying to disassemble a broken top that's trying to basically kill you, the metal brackets, and you're trying to use a knife, which I was using, my cold steel, and you having to be really careful, nothing trains you for that. Out there right now, it's just Arctic conditions. Yeah, maybe it's not as cold as it is everywhere else, but I'm telling you, without the right gear, you would die out there. That's the point. Just have the right gear. I dealt with it. That took, so what time did I say it was? 1 minute past midnight? It's 27 minutes past, and that includes the time that I took to film. You just then, what was that, a couple of minutes, 3 minutes? So that took me about 15 minutes. The longest, to be honest, was zipping up the flipping cover, me and that zip, I don't know. So all that's in that cover now are 3 frames, that's it. See, now I'm getting, so before the awning was down and it wasn't really hitting the side of the car, this storm. Now it really is. So this is all going to be frozen solid in the morning. Oh, moly. That was something else, I have to say. It really was. It just... And you know what? My goggles... Let me turn that up a bit. My goggles are in Buddy. And Buddy is having a service and having its 4-wheel drive checked. I didn't even get to talk about that. So Buddy's 4-wheel drive is broken, but it turns out I didn't actually break it. It was already broken. Yeah, one of the hubs was already broken. Didn't realize. This is what happens, old vehicles, you buy them, you don't quite know. Oh man, where did all this snow come from? Oh, I just got a mountain of ice and snow here. I don't know where that came from. Oh, it's when I just opened the door briefly. I must have banged some in. Yeah, it's a mattress. alright, all this stuff is waterproof. No big deal. Now, what I got to do in the morning is go around and just pick up all those rods and any material that hasn't blown away through the night. I don't want to litter, but I couldn't get to it. It's under 2 foot of snowdrift, some of that stuff. There's no way. So I'm hoping it will all still be there in the morning. Can bundle it all up, chuck it in the back of the truck, and then go straight to the dump and chuck it in there in the refuse. This Stony Creek Halo, no, what's it called? Stony Creek Stow It Pro pullover jacket is awesome. Very, very good. I'm bone dry under here. And it stopped all the wind. It was punishing, and I wasn't cold. Maybe the adrenaline kept me a bit warm as well. And the gloves, these First Light hunting gloves, these winter gloves, wow, my fingers were toasty. They're waterproof and they're winterized, fully fleece-lined gloves from First Light. I love these gloves. And I had quite a lot of dexterity with them as well. Very nice gloves. Good gear. See, you pay for good gear, and usually it rewards you. I say usually. All right, everybody, that's it. That's a wrap for tonight. I need to try and get some sleep with that noise. But you see, now I can put earplugs in because I've got nothing to worry about. I've dealt with the awning. It's packed away. That was affecting the car, or any cables or anything that was hitting the car. Now it's just wind noise, which doesn't bother me. I mean, my truck, it's sealed. It's fine. It does have a ventilation flap at the back. Wow, we're really, really rocking. But it's not like I'm going to tip over or anything. This is an awesome truck. Usually things only go wrong because of me. So yeah, I'm going to try and get some sleep. And I guess we'll bring you all back in the morning. Good night, everybody. Thanks again for coming. See you in the morning. Well, it is the morning. See you later in the morning. Oh, welcome back, everybody, and good morning. What a night. It's just gone 6. Gosh, we've got a lot of ice in here. That's a lot of ice. Look at that. That's thick. The whole truck is frozen. Now, that was a long night. I did sleep. I actually slept about 4 hours, which is a miracle. I'm telling you. I don't know how. I managed to just make it work by spreading out down here, pushing the seat forward. This is my military bag. I got so hot in it, I had to take the bivvy bag off. Because this is designed for, like, you know, with everything, you know, minus 20 centigrade, minus 30 centigrade, to be really comfortable. So I was toasty now. Just taking my hands out to hold the camera and it's cold. So what I've got to do is, well, I've got to de-ice everything first. I've got de-icer that I can spray on all the windows and everything, but I need to warm the truck up. I need to get that cranking, because that's going to take an hour. Then I've got to scrape all the ice off. Then I've got to pick the poles up that are outside, and any cordage that I can find, and any material that I can find. I'm sure stuff is blown away. I didn't mean it to happen, but there's just nothing I could do. It's been relentless. So yeah, I looked up what we've been getting. 85 kilometers an hour. 85 kilometers an hour. So I don't know. Someone will have to Google that. I'll try and put it on the screen if I can remember to. But it was violent. The truck is rocking side to side, look. And it hasn't stopped for even a second. This is just, it's like Mount Washington. If you've ever been to Mount Washington, this is what Mount Washington is like. But Mount Washington is twice as bad. Oh, okay. Got to get out of this toasty sleeping bag, get all my gear on, and start the truck. So I'll bring you back for starting the truck. because I don't want to open the door to go and do it. I want to clamber over, so I'll bring you back. Right, I haven't actually stepped foot outside yet. I need to start the truck up, so let's see how that goes. What's the temperature? -5 it says on the dash there. Started first time. Yeah. And we will get that cranking. That's good. So the diesel here in New Zealand by law has an additive in it, like an antifreeze that stops it from going thick and cloudy. All I have to do is go outside now, check what's going on out there. So let's do it. Okay, I've got everything on. I've got my de-icer. Let's go check this out and see what the situation is. Oh. Wow. Holy moly! It's all gone. Everything is destroyed. Look how thick the ice is. Thermometer is in there somewhere. Everything is pancaked. I'm going to try and pull it up and somehow get it in the back of the truck safely. And there's the rest of it. Oh man, there's just no way. There's no way I'm going to be able to get all that in here. Not in these conditions. I might have to come back when the storm stops tomorrow. Oh man. And clear it all up then. I can pick up some of these poles and pegs now. But the rest I'll have to leave and come back and get it. So luckily I can open the door on the leeward side here. Oh, there's so much ice everywhere. It's going to take forever. I've got to defrost the windscreen. I can't film any of that. The camera's just getting coated straight away. Alright, I'm going to pick up a whole load of these poles. I'm going to defrost the windscreen. I'll bring you back. It's hard to stand up. I think I'm gonna have to call it quits. Come and get the rest tomorrow when all this stops. So, I've used my scraper and I've cleared all the windows. It's just too strong. I can barely stand up when I come around this corner here. And this is all frozen under the snow. So there's hardly anything in there now. But I managed to close it. It's a good job I did it when I did. Alright, I'm going to have to come back and get all this. Because I need to get off this mountain and go and get a cup of coffee. Whoa! Oh, the wind gusts! The wind gusts are incredible! That's it. That's it. I'm out of here. I'm calling it. Oh man. I'm calling it. I can't clean any more up. And the forecast says this isn't stopping all day. This is going to go on until tomorrow. A whole other 24 hours, and there's just no way. Right, let me get all this off. You know it's bad when you have to defrost the inside of your car to be able to see where you're going. Oh, look. These. Oh, this was not how it was meant to go. This was not meant to be some clickbaity, stupid storm video. Sorry, let me just sort this out. Hang on. Because it's so cold, I can't hold the camera. Okay, I'll just hold it, whatever. Yeah, this wasn't meant to be some just clickbaity storm video. I just thought I'd come up here and see what this awning could do, and I thought I'd have burgers, I'd have my fire pit. You saw I was prepared for that kind of stuff. If I'd known that the forecast was going to be so wrong, I either wouldn't have come up or I would have done it completely differently. So I've been up here in Buddy in similar conditions to this, but I'd say this wind is stronger. At no point could I not stand up when I did my RV Blizzard video. Whereas this one out there, yeah, it takes you, and it's so difficult to stand up. It was crazy. All right, I'm gonna let the car do its thing, get it completely defrosted on the windscreen, and bring you back for the drive down. Maybe a coffee in town. All right, bring you back. Okay. We're almost ready to go. What I'm going to do is move the truck over to the building that's over there. Just put it beside it, just to help with the clear up, because the way I'm facing right now, it's harder for my engine to get hot. So I want the wind behind me. So I figure if I just aim at the building, then we'll be better off. All right, let's get going. Now, you're not going to have the best view, probably. installed. Okay, here we go. Some big rocks to climb over. Oh yeah, okay. All right, and there's the building. Here we go. Right, that's better. Now it's all coming from behind. So I've just got to wait it out here. And just, yeah, wait for, wait until I can get out, basically. Wait until I can see. Wait until my windscreen's completely done. All right, time to head out. Let's get off of Mars. And go home. But first, we've definitely got to go into town and get a coffee. So the thing with being up here at Mars is there's road markers. Oh, sorry, let me just click this on the camera. Okay. There are road markers everywhere because it's used to blizzards. So it will look like a complete whiteout to you, but I can actually see. Oh, big snow drifts. Big snow drifts here. Wow, that's got to be, I'd say about 3 foot back there. We just plowed through. There might be more like that. The road is quite iced up. Alright, let's just get out of here. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what you can see, what you can't see. I'm being very careful. This is, yeah, it's a long way like this. These snow drifts. Wow, look at this one. You just probably can't tell on the camera, but that's deep. Got to get through it. Oh, man. Oh, and more here. Wow, that is deep. Let's plow through it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Wow, it took me sideways, but I'm through it. Oh, maybe I'll lock the diff. Okay, I've locked my diffs. Probably should have done that anyway. This truck is set up for this. It's got the tires for it, the suspension, the brakes, everything, the power. I do have chains in the back in case anyone's wondering. So the tires on this thing are the Maxxis mud terrains, razors. Very, very thick tread. Oh, here we go. Big snow drift up ahead. Big one, big one. Yep, plow through it, plow through it. Nicely done. Whew. All right, everyone. I've got to focus. There's going to be about 20 minutes of this for me. So I'll bring you back when we're just off this worst bit. All right, sit rep. It's only 3 minutes later, and there's just a big drift in front of me. I don't know if you can make it out. I can't get through that. That looks like it's about 2 feet deep. And it's ripping across. So what I need to do is get out with the shovel, which I've got in here, and I'm gonna have to shovel a path through. It's gonna take me ages. But you gotta do these things to get out of these drifts. And I don't wanna be sitting here for a day, even though I could. I really don't want to. So I'm gonna get out there and start shoveling snow. Nightmare. Nightmare. Wow, look! Finally see something. So look how deep that is. That's going to be really deep. Up to my knee. So I've got to shovel a path through here. It's going to take me about an hour, but I've got to get it done. Can't film it, I'll bring you back. Alright, so here's the situation. I'm not going anywhere. Because it's just too much. It's coming in too much. It's blizzard out there still. So I'm kind of stuck here on the edge. I'm actually in a really good position, believe it or not. I'm shielded from the majority of the wind. But I am going to be stuck here for a while because I can't get through these drifts. Chains, nothing would work here. Nothing. It's over 2 feet deep. What, 60? It's got to be, at the deepest point, it's got to be 70, 80 centimeters deep. I can't go through that. My truck won't go through that. So I might be here another night. It has stopped snowing. What I need for it to do is for the wind to blow these drifts away. But it's not going to melt because I don't think the daytime temperature is meant to get up above anything, up above zero. It's still -5 according to this. So I've messaged Anne, my wife, and I've said, I might be here one more night. It's okay, I've got plenty of supplies. That's not a problem. The worst bit is having to sleep in the back of the flipping truck again. So let me see what the weather forecast says up here. They keep updating it. All right, so the snow has stopped, but it's going to stay freezing sub-zero until tomorrow morning. So I don't know what to do. Well, there's nothing I can do. I've got to stay here. I can't shovel my way out of this. There's like 10 tons in front of me. Look. See all that? There? So we're looking at that. That's the road. That's almost 3 feet deep, stretching up until where you can see that blizzard coming across. I can't clear that. Can't get over it. I'm on the track. I do have a winch, but I still wouldn't be able to get through it because it's just the build-up. It's just too deep. There's no way out. Wow, this forecast was just so wrong. I need a coffee. I need these winds to die down. All right, I'm gonna let the winds die down. I'm gonna get a coffee and I'll bring you back. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll bring you back. Sit rep. I made a coffee. Just as I did it, it kicked off again to full blizzard mode. It is crazy out there now. Complete whiteout. So, yeah, here's the situation. I'm definitely stuck here. There's no way I'm getting out of here today. There just isn't. This snow isn't going anywhere. Nothing's going to be able to get up here, and I'm not going to be able to get out. So that's it. I guess I'm here another day and night, sleeping in the back. Not the outcome I was hoping for. What a mess. It'd be cool if someone did turn up. Some mountaineering club. They could use our winches and try and get me out. But again, it's just too deep. It's over the front of the bull bar at the front. There's nothing that would work. Not max tracks, nothing. You need an army of people to get that snow out the way. We need a snow plow. So I need it to melt. I need it to melt fast. But it's -5. Imagine if I'm here 2 nights. Oh my God. That would be a nightmare. But as I say, I've got enough food. I always carry enough food to basically last for about 5 days. Food and water. I have plenty. Power, well, my Starlink will run for I think 8 days on that. The engine isn't charging the batteries because it's too cold. These batteries and system in here that I'm replacing, I haven't done it yet. These won't charge above -1. The other thing I could do is abandon the vehicle. Now this happens in New Zealand a lot, by the way. We have these mountain passes and people go up there and then they're stuck in these snow drifts that aren't going to leave for days or whatever. So they abandon their vehicles and they walk out. I could walk out down to the road. I think I've got 7 kilometers walk. It's all downhill. If I really wanted to. But then I've still got to come back up and recover this. And I'm blocking the road now. I can't go backwards at all because it would be too slippery. I think even with chains, and I can't see anything out the back at all. So it was too dangerous to reverse, and then you can't turn around here. Right, that's it. So I am stuck. Again. Oh, this has happened a couple of times this year. This is the worst. Definitely, this is the worst. And this is the worst storm. All right, everyone, that's it. I'm done. So I'll bring you back when I've worked out a plan how to get out of here, which might be tomorrow. But I'm just going to watch movies today, chill out, have some lunch later. You don't need to see all that, so I'll bring you back when I've worked out what I'm going to do. Right, thought I would take you back outside. It's now, what time is it? Almost 11 a.m. The temperature is warming up out there. It's now 0 degrees. It's not cold enough to really melt anything. That's the problem. But I thought I'd show you what I'm dealing with, how deep this snow is and why I just can't move. And I'm going to be here till tomorrow. So let's go outside and have a look. Oh. And as you can see, it's still blizzarding. All right, so there I am. I'm okay. I've dug out a bit just to keep it clear under the truck. This is where I came down. So you can see I came down there. That's the path, the track. There I am. I stopped, came through here, realized it was really deep, but then stopped. So how deep are we talking? Well, I went to have a look. Let me give you an eye perspective. Oh, that's how deep it is. It's up to the top of the bar here. So if I stand in here, oh, that's up to my thigh. There's just no way, there's no way I can get through. And that goes on all the way around there for about, so this stretch here is about 50 meters, and then it carries on again for another 30 meters. There's just no way around it. Now, I could take the risk and drive off the track on there where there's no snowdrifts, but I know that this ground is soft and gooey, and I would just get bogged in there instead. It's a waiting game. I've got to wait for this to melt. There's no other choice. No other choice. Oh. Yeah. Woo. You know what? Once you come to terms with your fate, everything is a bit more relaxed. I've told Anne there's no problem. I don't have any appointments. I always plan these things, so I always have usually a few days either side spare. So it is what it is. But now you know, you can see it. There's no way through. That just goes on and on. And no amount of tools, max tracks, nothing will get me through that drift. Nothing. I haven't got chains on. I haven't put them on because there's no point. So if you don't know anything about snow drifts and driving through them, once the depth is above like the body armor of your truck underneath, you start riding up onto it, and then that's it. You stop, you wedge, because now your wheels aren't touching the ground. So nothing helps. What you need is something like a Sherp that can drive over the top of them with massive, massive tires or tracks. But yeah, snow drifts, don't go into them. There's no way. Those ones back there were small compared to what's in front of me. So I just need it to melt. So I'm going to chill, watch movies, eat food. I've got lots of MRE meals with me. I always carry them, and they've got flameless ration heaters. So you just add a bit of water and it warms it up. It heats the meal up. So I'll show you those in a bit when I'm having a meal. So I'll bring you back a bit later when I'm going to have lunch. Sit rep. It is 12:30. The sun has been shining for, I guess, an hour now. And there's a melt going on out there, believe it or not. I think it's now maybe 0. But there is a melt going on. I can now see parts of the road. So I'm going to take the shovel out. I'm going to clear some track and just see what we're dealing with behind, because I can now see. Oh, it's still really windy though. Yeah. Let's have a look. See what we're dealing with here. Look at this. How beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Wow, look at the track. The road is really cleared up there. Look at that. Starting to see the gravel. I mean, you never know. It'll take a lot though. Take a lot to melt all of this, because it's so deep. I mean, yeah, that's going to take a long time, but there are patches coming up now. Well, all I can do is wait it out, and hope that the temperature really picks up. I guess the wind is helping a bit, but we just need this stuff to blow away or something. It's just not doing it. It's quite thick drift. Now, I know some of you will be thinking, why don't I just dig my way out? It's a long way, it's a few hundred meters. It would just take me hours and hours to do, and it's just not worth it when I can just wait. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll come back for lunch. It is clearing. The snow is melting. Look, we've got a bit of a puddle going on here. It's a lake, little lake going underneath the snowdrift. So it is collapsing. So I just want to get out of this wind and have some food. So what I thought I'd do is back up there where it's a bit of a windbreak, and then we can have some lunch. Ah, that was easy. So yeah, here it's very exposed, which is why this massive drift is here. And up there, there's no drift at all. So you're not getting blasted as much with the wind because it's bouncing over the top of the ridge. So you just get to sort of hear, oh, and it's a lot calmer. Oh, that's nice. Just, oh, it's nice to have some calm out of the wind. Okay. So for lunch, what I might actually do is have one of my emergency, well, no, not really emergency. They're rations. But instead of an MRE, I'll just have rehydrated. Because I've got my kettle, I've got water. I just got to pick what I want to have. And I think I've got lamb fettuccine, fish pie, sweet and sour lamb. I'm gonna have a sweet and sour lamb, and then after that, I'm gonna have an apple pie. Yummy. Apple pie, sweet and sour lamb. This is just, it's nuts. I would bring the big camera out, but it got so blasted by the weather last night. I just don't want to damage it. Yeah, that would be a bit of a nightmare. Okay, so all you do is you add hot water to this. That's it. And in case you're wondering, I've got my fridge turned down to absolute minimum. But the reason I keep the water in the fridge is to stop the water from freezing. Because there was ice. Ice in here, there's ice in the kettle now. And I hadn't had that one in the fridge. All right. So we've got lamb apple pie and lamb, no, sweet and sour lamb. Easy peasy. And all you have to do is add water up to this line here, Everest. So the top line, wait 10 to 15 minutes and eat. And we'll have a coffee at the same time. Oh, the cloud's coming in. I don't know if you can make that out behind me. Gosh, that smells good. Okay, fill this to the Everest line. Okay. All right. And then you give it a stir. Oh, that smells so good. Sweet and sour lamb. I've had this before. I used to have these when I was hunting. And they are actually really good. So quick, so easy, and in conditions like this, where you just want something hot, they go so well. Right, so what I'll do is seal that up. Put that in my chest pocket here. Ah, keeps me warm. And a coffee. There we go. There's nothing wrong with being stranded. It's fine. I'm out of the wind, and you know what, in fact? Hey Siri, set timer, 15 minutes. We can rock the chair. Because why not? This actually could turn out to be a successful camp apart from destroying a very expensive awning. Which obviously wasn't my intention. Oh, cheers everyone. Thanks for coming. Oh, and the thing is, I haven't even got out yet. I'm still stranded. Cheers. Oh yeah. Wow, there's such a melt going on. I don't know if you can see all this water coming off here. Water, oh, is that snow? Well, we're in the clouds, that's for sure. You can see behind me, it's completely clagged in. But I don't know if it's snow or not. Oh well. Again, excuse the footage on the Osmo Action. My big camera, I don't want to get it out in this net anymore. All right. Just got to wait for this to be ready. Okay. Time for our food, but holy moly, I had to come in. Because look, it's a full-on blizzard again. Let me show you. Look at that. It's a whiteout. Big flakes. Big flakes. And it's coming in this side, so my right side is getting, driver's side is getting totally coated. All the way up to the window. This side of the truck is going to be coated. I don't know how long, hang on. I don't know how long this is meant to go on for. But this is not going to help my situation of getting over that snowdrift there. And it's 0. Which means it's all going to start freezing again. Oh, let's eat. Whatever. If I have to stay another night, then I have to stay another night. It is what it is. I already thought I was staying another night anyway. It's just I had a false glimmer of hope there. Right. Oh, yes. Gosh, that smells exact. You know what? I haven't had one of these for years and years. Especially the sweet and sour lamb. So what you do is, actually, to make it easier to eat, you tear it and it makes a little bowl. There we go. So now you've got a bowl. So these are backcountry cuisine. You get these in New Zealand. I don't know if you can get them anywhere else in the world. Maybe Australia you can. But of the rehydrated food, they're considered the best. A lot of flavour. Wow. And that really does. The sweet and sour is delicious. I've already got my apple pie done, ready to go. So I'll have all this, have a zesty drink, and then evaluate the situation, bring you back and let you know what I'm doing. I'm not planning for anything. I don't know what's going on. This is the most random screw up video I think I've ever done, with the most cock ups I've ever done, and probably the most inconvenience to me. Anyway, I'll bring you back. I'm having the apple pie. It's absolutely delicious. It's got raisins in it. It's lovely, and it comes with dried biscuits, cookies that you crumble up and you put in after you've hydrated it. Oh, it's just so tasty. This is really cheering me up. Okay, this blizzard's meant to go on for another hour. Who knows? They've got the forecast so wrong so far that I'm ignoring all of it now. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Bon appetit, everybody. All right, everybody, it's now 4 o'clock. So I just went for a long walk, and just 200 meters, maybe 300, 400 meters, a series of trucks has obviously come up, got stuck in the drifts and turned around and gone back down. I didn't even know. The drifts are bad there, but I found a route. So if I put half the truck on the side, the hard compact, with the diffs lock, low range, I should be able to bite and get through it. So fingers crossed, let's give it a go. We've got nothing else to lose because I'm stuck here. So stuck down there, stuck here makes no difference. Let's go for it. Okay, I've checked the back. Everything's packed away. This is going to be very, very bumpy, for sure. Got to just take my time. Now, it's possible I'm going to lose traction straight away. So on the right there, I need to get up on that bank. All right, I'm on it. So I'm half on the bank, half in the snow. I've just got to miss this pole on the right and then get back up on the bank again. And then it gets deep there, got to keep the power on and then cross over the other side. Here we go. Slow and easy. Usually I would power through snow drifts, but I don't want to get stuck here. So now I've got to do the opposite. I don't want to be where the poles are. I want to be on the left-hand side. Again, I did walk this. I've got traction on the left. But I've got to stay in contact with the left side, the bank. You might see my footprints, and then you'll see where these guys got bogged. Right, now I'm going to cross over to the other side of the poles. Go very slowly on here. And just in case you're wondering, I'm now running 25 psi on the tires. Oh, that's the body armor, the under armor hitting. So on the left there, let me get out and show you what I'm talking about. So what are we at? 1,422 meters. I've come from all the way up there. Look at this. Look. I would say from the tracks, there were 2 or 3 trucks. And this is as far as they got. Same problem I had. They ground out. You can see where the bottom of their trucks hit. They were never going to get through this. And they pushed all this snow up, look. And they've walked around a bit. They would not have known I was there. They just wouldn't have seen me. I was tucked around the corner. They pushed all that snow up and couldn't get out. It's amazing what my truck's just done there. Amazing. All right. I'm chucking off a lot of fumes here because, look, engine's working overtime because I'm in low range. All right, so this was the path that I wanted to take over these, around this boulder. Let's get this one out of the way. And then just follow it over this and then back onto their tracks, and I should be good to get out in their tracks. So let's do this, we can do it. Okay, I'm still in low range. In fact, gravity is doing everything right now. I've got my foot on the clutch. I don't want to go too far over because it could be quite soft. Come on, get in their tracks, come on. All right, we're doing it. Wow, opposite lock. Push through, come on. Yes. Okay, what I'm gonna do is change into 4 high range. All right, lock the diff. Okay, and then we should be good. Now we've got to get through. Push, 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 that's deep. Oh, can feel it under the truck. We're out! Woohoo! Oh, great success! You have no idea, I did not want to spend another night up here. Oh, that took ages. What time is it? 4 o'clock. It's good I waited. It's good I waited. All right, I need to get home. So what I'll do is, I'm gonna bring you back at home with Bernie and Bolly. We'll do a quick recap and I'll say my goodbyes. But I need to get home now. So we're gonna carry on down the mountain and I'll see you at home. Oh, and here he is, stuck. Wow. Uh-oh. Oh, I better go and speak to him, find out what's going on. All right, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, sit rep. he's stuck. And I've got to winch him out. So we're gonna do that. Get my winch controller.
Yeah, no one would be. There's no way anyone would be. No, they got 4 guys. Completely wrong. Yeah, completely wrong.
All right, we're getting him out. Winch to the rescue. His tires are quite worn, so he's been sitting here for half an hour. Poor bugger, he didn't know I was up there and I didn't know he was there. He's got a family in the truck with him. Other way. You good? Okay. All right. Well, that's a bit of excitement. I got to save someone. And you know what? That's the first time I've had to use the winch to rescue someone. Cool, huh? Well, maybe now I can go home. Okay, our turn. And we're out. All right, everyone. See you at home.
Please. Hello. Hello, Bernie. Hello. I know. Hello, lovely. It's all right. Hello, Bernie. Hello, my lovely. you miss Daddy? Did you miss me? It's all right. Oh, where's Bolly? Where's Bolly? There's Bolly. Hello, princess. Hello. Hello, my lovelies. I know. Hello, Bernie. Bolly, what you doing? There's nothing in there.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining on this one. What a nightmare trip it was. But fun, and we got a lot done. And yes. Oh, they're going crazy below me here. Bring you back soon for another camping with Tony from AB Camping.
Bye, you two. Bye-bye, Bolly. Bye-bye. Bye, Bernie. Bye-bye.